Hello everybody, KC here, and welcome to episode 11 of my Let's Play Minecraft Pocket Edition video series. This is the first episode I've recorded since I upgraded to Minecraft 0.8.1. So in the future, I will be exploring some of those new features. But today, I am down working in my mine, and I thought it would be a good idea to start by explaining how I mine. It's a fairly efficient mechanism, but things do tend to change as you mine and you find items that will change the pattern some. But you can see here that I've created several aisles, and there are 2 blocks in between each of those aisles. And that's because as I mine down this aisle, I can see these blocks. And for example, I can see that there's no materials here that I would like to gather. And then by moving over 2, I've now seen what's down this row of blocks. So really there's no need for me to remove that material there unless there's something that I want to mine. I'm trying to keep it well lit down here. I do see a zombie though. And speaking of zombies, when I first upgraded and killed my first zombie, he did drop a potato, and potatoes are rare drops, so I'm going to talk about that in an upcoming series. But as you can see, as I've been mining, a lot of times I would just leave the materials that I find, and I'll come back and get those. I'm going to do that today. And really what I've been looking for is diamond and gold. I did find some diamond, and so I crafted a diamond pickaxe. You can see there that I've been using it quite a bit, and also a diamond shovel to help remove some of the dirt that I've run into. And now in Pocket Edition, you can mine this redstone, whereas before it would just break the block, but it wouldn't drop anything. And each redstone block drops quite a bit of redstone. And you can see that here in this chest. Of all the mining that I've done, I found more redstone, really, than I found anything else. I have found some iron and coal and gold and lapis. But really what I'd like to do is find more gold and diamond so that I could build some things in the future with those. So I'm just going to continue mining here. I believe that lapis is one of the most rare blocks, if not the most rare block in Minecraft. And there appears to be, at least in this world, quite a bit of redstone. And I'm just going to go ahead and collect all that as I find it. Again, being on the updated version of Minecraft, there are uses for this. I'm not aware of all of them currently, but it is used to make powered rails, I believe, for minecarts. And again, I will be looking into that and understanding that better in a future episode of this Let's Play series. But one of the reasons I'm really trying to find gold and diamond is that I'm getting to the point where I really want to make a nether reactor and be able to use some of the items that's spawned by that. So I've mined out quite a bit of this area here. And again, I typically will mine a large section out and then come back and collect all the materials that I find that I want to keep, like this coal. I go ahead at this point and take that. And I'm pretty far down. You can see here where I'm just right at the upper bedrock level. And at this level where I've been mining, again, I have been finding some diamond and gold. But I believe you find those materials in the lower levels. Not sure that I've ever seen those materials in level, let's say, above, I don't know, 15, 16, something like that, I believe. And I think I've read that as well and seen other YouTube videos that seem to confirm that. I'm not saying that you might not find some at a higher level, but that seems to be where it spawns most frequently. This might be a good time to place a torch, and then sometimes just to keep things easier for me to navigate and walk around, I'll come back and fill these areas in. So far, I'm enjoying this update, this 0.8.1. As I said earlier, I did kill a zombie, and he dropped a potato. So I went back and killed a few more zombies. There's an area of this world um, that is under like an overhanging rock, and that area is fairly dark, even in the open world. So there's always quite a good number of monsters that spawn there. So I've gone back and I've probably killed 50 zombies in that area, and I think in that time I've had 4 potatoes and 1 carrot as well. So the zombies will drop potatoes and carrots. Again, they're rare drops. Doesn't happen all the time. But if you continue to kill those, at some point they will drop those. And I think in my next episode I will speak to that a little bit more in terms of what I found with it and how to plant potatoes and make a potato farm and a carrot farm. So at this point I'm just going to continue going through the area that I've already mined and gathering some of these materials. And usually as I'm mining and I find something, I will just kind of carve around it. And then I will come back to that area when I either need that material or I just do a mining session the way this one is and collect all of that. So I am happy to be finding all of this iron and coal. To this point in my level or in my world, it's still fairly new, and so I haven't crafted a lot with iron, for example, but I think I will make some iron armor. That will be helpful for me. And again, I'm trying to preserve my diamond for other things. For example, when I make a nether reactor, that will be required. So at some point here, I should run into the edge of the world. I've mined out that far. Don't know exactly where my mine entrance is. I get the feeling it's close to the center of the world. It's near the spawn point. So it's pretty far out from the center of the world to where you get to the edges. Some diamond that I like to see. And I think I saw some more back here. It's a nice little vein of diamond there. And just place a torch there to keep that lit. So I think what you see there, yeah, I can see stars. So that's the edge of the world. And there you can see the moon and the clouds. And I'm not sure exactly how far down this is. I think it's somewhere around 50 levels down. So it's pretty long ways up from here. And I like to create an opening every now and then just so that I can kind of keep track of where I am. I will admit I've been lost down here a few times. And I've started getting into the habit of placing some blocks that help me know exactly where I am as I go along. For example, I might place some wood blocks in the floor, and where I see a row of wood blocks, those point back towards the mine entrance. Beginning to get a little more comfortable with this area now. There's quite a bit of gravel down here. Have to be careful when you're mining around gravel. You never want to mine really above your head where you think there might be gravel, because it will fall on you and trap you and you can suffocate. So I always try to be careful. I say don't do it, but I seem to end up doing it somewhat in that area. But again, I know that's bad practice and can lead to problems. I'm just going to grab a little bit more of this iron, and I think I'll head back up into my main work area. Some more redstone there. So I will come back for that later, but this should take me back to where we started. Yeah, so here again you can see where I've placed those blocks, and I know once I see those that I'm heading in the right direction. So I have, let me go ahead and place my gold there, and I have 51 blocks of iron, so I think I will just take that with me. And I'm going to head back up, and in episode 1, I believe it was, I talked about how I dig down, and I dig down in this circular pattern. And that's a bit of a safety measure because you're never digging directly over your head or below your feet. So it tends to help you avoid those problems, like I mentioned earlier, with gravel that can fall on you, and in other editions of Minecraft where you may run into a lava flow or a water flow, or maybe some sand if you're closer to the surface where there could be ocean. Save you some trouble there if you go this way. Here momentarily into a new room that I've been working on. It's just expanding my area here. I have some grass that I have been trying to get to grow into this room. Again, there's our mine entrance where we were working, and I need to come back and get this coal and get this iron. But I come up into my wheat farm area, and there's my tree farm, cactus farm, sugarcane farm. I have some sheep here, and my egg farm. So I think I'll end this episode here, and when I return for the next episode, I'm going to make my armor. And then again, as I said earlier, I'm going to discuss these potatoes, carrots, and beets that I found as well. So thank you for watching, and I look forward to the next episode.